What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla, back here with a very exciting Godzilla figure review, guys. Today we're taking a look at all of Wave 3 from Toho Super 7 Reaction Figures, guys. This is going to feature 4 figures: Godzilla 1974, a Space Titanium Mechagodzilla 1974, Megalon and Minilla. This is a really cool set. Guys, without further ado, we're jumping right in.
Oh my God!
Jumping back in time quickly to take a peek at these packagings, guys. Starting with 74 Space Titanium Mechagodzilla. Looks great back in there. Really cool silhouette of him back there. All of the waves of the figures. It's interesting how these waves are much bigger, and then this one just has 4. You know, these have wave 1 and 2 have 6 figures, and the wave 3 is a little smaller. They did sneak a couple figures in there. Did a Jet Jaguar re-release, and then of course a bunch of other glow in the darks and stuff. But I just wanted to quickly take a peek at the packaging. Megalon looks pretty solid in there. Back's going to be all the same. As eventually I think these will be available at Target, so snag that barcode if you want to check at your stores. Looking at Minilla real quick. A very goofy little picture of him. Wouldn't expect anything less. And our 74 Godzilla. I love how his mouth is closed. Very rare to get a figure like that. And a very good picture of him here. Alrighty, guys, so like I said, we have our 4 figures here from the Wave 3 reaction series from Super 7 in their Toho Classics line. Guys, let's start with Megalon. Looking at him first. So, I really like the color and detail on Megalon. I really love the black and yellow on the back for the wings. The brown looks good. I love the kind of tan that is incorporated on kind of his chest area. The drills look great. Really solid detail on those. The leg detail's nice. I love that he's kind of got this little band, kind of giving his legs a little bit of textured depth at the knee point. Toes are painted very accurately. Face looks good. The gold looks really nice on the antenna and the eyes. The bomb-spitting mouth looks solid as well. I think they did a great job on this Megalon. Really cool to see Megalon getting a little bit of love. I know we've gotten a couple of recent Bandais from him. We do have 360 articulation out of the head, on the arms, and those legs. So there's your 5 points. No bonus on the 6th, but I do really like the tail spine. Look at those. Really sharp. Really, those actually are very pointy. Really good detail, and the paint on this guy's really applied super accurately. Nothing really that looks inaccurately painted. You even got some cool texture on the back of the wings, kind of like little foldovers. I'm just really surprised at Super 7 for doing such an accurate paint job on this figure, and with so many different colors. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 or 7 different colors on this guy. Really impressive. I really am a fan of the Megalon. Moving into Mechagodzilla, guys, this is the Space Titanium Mechagodzilla. So it's going to be a direct re-release of the first Mechagodzilla, but a way, way, way better color palette on him. Those legs are really tight in there. But I love the color. This is the best Mechagodzilla Super 7 has given us so far. Looking at that, you got great detail on the eyes, the mouth, and very nice looking teeth. Sculpted in there, again, really accurate paint everywhere on the figure, between the reds, the blacks, and the mouth. The MG logo on the arm. Really cool. I wish we could have gotten a little bit more different. You know, obviously they have a little bit darker gray on the shoulders, but it doesn't come through quite as much on these legs here. I wish they would have given us a little bit more accurate, darker paint on the kind of coils in his legs, like they did on the arms. But it's alright, not too bad. And like I said, this is definitely the best Mechagodzilla Super 7 has given us in terms of color. The first Mechagodzilla was just so kind of, just a lot more dull. So I'm really glad we got this one. Tail looks great, great detail along the figure. For being such small scale figures, 3.75 inch scale, is I believe what they call these, they do a great job on detail. So definitely impressive stuff between all the little bolts on the legs. Really good there. Bolts along the body. Again, back, one more look at the face. You got the nose cannons. Eyes look great, accurate paint. Really, really solid. And the silver is just beautiful. Again, articulation of this guy, really tight articulation on that head, but we do get 360. Arms are going to go 360 for us, and the legs will also turn 360. Tail, again, once again, is locked for us. But there is our Space Titanium Mecha Godzilla. Checking out the little dude, we got Minilla here, who has a little bit of paint smudge on his bottom lip there, but those teeth are looking pretty decent. That top left one has a little bit of paint inaccuracy again. But they did a great job of capturing Mina's goofy little demeanor. I love what they did on the back. His little spines look nice. Detail is good on those. I actually really like the detail on it. And they gave us a nice little darker stripe of paint down the whole of the back. giving us some different textures. I wish we got a little bit of action on his stomach in terms of, you know, a second color tossed in there lightly or a tiny bit more texture, something along those lines. They gave us some good knee rolls. That's fun. Toe claws are painted fairly well. Arms and hand claws look decent as well on Minya. Really cool to have another Minya. I feel like we haven't gotten a Minya figure in forever from anyone. There's your head articulation, there's your arm, and here is your leg. But really cool to have the Minya figure. I'm really definitely glad we got him. I guess Mezco gave us the Minya in the Destroy All Monsters pack. But I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Minya get any love, and he's just so goofy and silly. I'm definitely a fan of it. Glad they gave us Minya, and I love how he kind of scales, and we'll talk about his scaling and move into Godzilla at the same time. You know, it's just fun getting a little mini figure in there. Looks great. And here is 74 Goji. I think this is awesome that he gave him a closed mouth. Big, giant, adorable, menacing eyes. Looks great. I'm super glad. And I'm glad we got a closed mouth because I feel like we never get closed mouth figures. Spines look great. Love those. Good detail again. Love all the details on these individual spines. Painted well as well. The black kind of fades into the gray on the spines. Could have gone for a touch of paint on the outer dorsals, but that's okay. Tail looks good there. Very fun. We do have articulation on the tail for Godzilla, so 360 on the head. Not quite 360 on the arms. 360 on the legs, but Godzilla's going to actually have 6 points of articulation. 2, 4, 6. So that's pretty cool. And he just has got a nice little tubby body. It's pretty fun right in there. Very tubby, actually. But I just love the face. They did such a good job. He looks like Oscar the Grouch. Totally adorable and menacing all at the same time. Look at those big, angry eyes. I'm really glad Super 7 gave us a closed-mouth Godzilla, and they picked a great one with doing this version of Godzilla. So guys, without further ado, we're going to move into a little bit of comparisons. First thing I wanted to do is take a look at the 74 Space Titanium Mechagodzilla up against the original Mechagodzilla. So, huge difference, obviously. Very drastic difference. I did like this guy, but I wish we had gotten this Mechagodzilla first because it's more screen accurate, it looks better. And then this is kind of like the cool retro fun one that probably should have been a re-release, I would think. But that's just my thoughts. Obviously, it's going to be the same figure, just different colored print that they did on him. But I'm glad we have both of these. I'm just a little confused at the release order. I definitely feel like this guy should have come out first, and they should have done done this one instead of calling this one the weird one. This is the weird Space Titanium one. I think they should have done this guy as the retro color version or something like that, similar to how Bandai will sometimes re-release figures. One more Super 7 comparison, guys. We have the new 74 Goji. I just wanted to show them off next to the 1954 Godzilla. Definitely, fairly similar in height, but obviously different molds are captured accurately. One of the things that's interesting to look at is the thickness of these spines. Look how thin the 1954 spines are. And I'm glad that they painted up into the neck region on the 74, because they definitely did not give us any paint coming up onto the neck region of the 54. So that's definitely nice. But they do all kind of scale still. They're all in the same ballpark of height. Toss in Minya here to take a look at that. Everybody looks good in terms of their scaling with the other Super 7s. Guys, this is the scaling for the 60th anniversary Bandai boxes that they did. This is the Godzilla 2004, so obviously a little bit smaller there, and obviously the Bandais definitely went for more of a realistic look. But speaking of Final Wars Godzilla, I would love Super 7 to do some reaction figures in the Final Wars realm. That would be really fun. Get us a Final Wars Goji, maybe a Monster X. Really could get some cool figures in the Final Wars lineup. But I just wanted to show you that size comparison. Guys, one more size comparison I wanted to do just so you can see these guys up next to a Bandai. This is the Megalon retro color version, just up against these guys. So obviously the 3.75 inches are not going to scale really at all with a 6-inch Movie Monster Series Bandai figure. But there's that size comparison just so you can see it. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. This has been the Super 7 Wave 3 of their Toho Godzilla reaction figures. Godzilla 1974, Space Titanium, Mechagodzilla, Megalon, and their Minya figure. All 4 great additions to the line. Gotta find some more shelf space for them. All my reaction figures are getting quite crammed in between Wave 1, 2, 3, the mystery boxes, all the glow-in-the-dark ones, the re-releases. There's a ton of Super 7 reaction figures in the Godzilla world right now. Not that I am complaining, guys. So, let me know your thoughts on these figures in the comment section below. Guys, super7.com is the best place to get these. Jump there now before they are gone forever. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we will see you in the next one.